Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. Oops. I need to take this screen off. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my YouTube channel, guys. I'm rarely, if ever, do a live video here, but I thought I'd give it a shot this time. I'm really nervous. I don't know why, but I'm here. So please, if you like my channel, please subscribe, like, and share. I want to grow this channel as well as my Facebook, so that's why I'm on here. So I have been asked, what do you do? Like, how do you know how to build your wreath, especially using a grapevine? Like, how do you do it? What do you know? How do you know what to get? So what I do is I just go walking around the aisles, and I can be just walking around, and if I find a flower that I like, I grab it, and then I just start piecing things together. And so the other question is, so that's not really difficult. So the other question is, so once you have everything, how do you know how to lay it out? Like, how do you know where you want it at? So the other thing that I do is I grab my flowers, and then I just start placing them around the wreath the way that I think that I want them, okay? And I know that I want greenery in between, and I know that I want long stems popping out of them, so I just kind of like, just look at it and start piecing things together. I know that I also want these little high ones to pop out, so I'll start putting them like this. So, but I throw everything on the floor, and that's how I piece it together. And then I just bring it to my table and just start working with it. So it's not really, and everybody has their own way of doing it. Not everybody does it the same way. If everybody did it the same way, it'd be boring. Okay. So then I have my wreath. So this is a grapevine wreath, and they're pretty inexpensive. They're like $5.99, but if you get them like at Joann's or Michael's, they have 50% off coupons sometimes, so you can get them for half off. So that is what I have here. You want to look at your wreath, and you want to think about what you're going to put on it. So on here, this is the thinner side, and this is a thicker side as far as the width of it. So I want to make sure that this thicker side is on here, because on this side, because this is the side that I'm going to put the flowers on. Now if you don't have very many flowers, then you might want to use the thinner side, but I need the wider side because my flowers are all big. So I want to make sure that I have it on there, and also make sure to look on both sides to see which side is going to be best. This side has smaller vines, which is what I need in order for it to hold my flowers. This side it's way thicker, and I'm not going to be able to use this side. Okay. Yeah. All right. So what I have is these bushes that I am going to be cutting. You're going to need some wire cutters, and I know that I have one that's cut up. Yeah, this is the one that's cut up already. Okay. And I know that I want a couple of them here. So I'm going to cut up a couple of more. I do have, I'm not sure if I showed you, but I have a pan right here, and it's got hot glue on it. It's just way easier than to use a gun and just be, putting a hot glue on there. So that's why I have a pan. And then I have glue sticks that I just cut up and let them melt so that I can use for my flowers. Because you want, unless you're going to use wire, which is more difficult, then I would suggest you getting a pan like this and melting it and then using it, and then that way you can just grab your stem, get some hot glue, and then you're good to go. Okay? If you at any point have any questions, please feel free to ask. So I want these, I think it's called hydrangeas, right? I'm not really sure what they're called. I'm not good about the names of the flowers, but these are for Michael's, and they are just called bushes. So I want these to be my focal point, and let me get some ribbon. Excuse me. I have some ribbon that I want to use, and it's this ribbon right here. So I wonder if I should just use this green and white. It's another thing that you have to look at when you are doing your flowers. And it does take a while to make it, okay? Don't think that you're gonna do this really quickly. It's gonna take time. I think the first wreath took me about 2 hours to make. And if you ask anybody, that's a really, really long time. But I was a beginner, so it shouldn't, as you go, it shouldn't take you that long. Okay, I am gonna use this one. Let me see about this guy. I'm not too sure yet. Okay, so this guy still needs to be cut down a little bit because it's coming out through the back. You also don't want to cut too much off. So I'm going to cut these off. They're getting in my way. And I'm not worried about it because I'm going to be adding greenery. So it's not a big deal. All right. So I'm going to grab my hot glue. Then I'm just going to stick my flower in here. Grab another one. Be careful when using your wire cutters. Don't cut yourself. So I want to make it really full. Okay, then I want to add a smaller piece over here. And make sure to push them in there, guys. Don't be scared, okay? So it looks like I have a full one. All right, so then I want to put some white around it. These are so cute. I wish, and you know what? These are not from Michael's. These are from Joann's. I just thought about that. And I bought them when they were 60% off, guys. So make sure that you get those deals, or it can be very expensive. Okay. So I want to be able to, yeah, I'm going to use this. You see, guys, this is how you just build onto it. You start getting ideas as you go along. Make sure you get the most out of your picks and spread them apart or cut them and place them wherever you want. Okay? So I'm going to want this over here. Okay, great. So I'm going to put this aside now that I know where that's going to go. And I'm going to grab another one of these flowers. I want some leaves. Okay, that's where I want it to go. And you see how much easier it is by having a pan instead of having a glue gun. I want some greenery. Whew. Got a bunch of glue. All right, just a little bit to touch it up. And I need some more white. When you cut your flowers from the stems, your greenery or whatever it is that you're using, make sure to give yourself a bunch of leeway because you can't add on to it, but you can cut at the very bottom, cut it down here, oops, down here, so that you can cut up, you know, whenever you need to. So. Okay, that's going to go there. You see what I do is I place it and then I hot glue it. Once I find out exactly where I want it, I add my hot glue. Then I make sure to push it in and place it where I want it. So I need some more white over here. Now move your greenery up. Alright guys, so we have this, and now I need some greenery, and then I'm going to be placing some ribbon, because now I want to make sure that the ribbon gets seen. All right. So this is how it's coming out. Okay. So far this is just the top part, okay? And I'm still working my way down. All right. So that's the top part. Now I'm going to be placing ribbon right here. And I'm going to bring out my Bodabra and I'm going to get some wire. Now guys, I do not know how to make ribbons, bows, I guess I should say, with my hands. I'm not there yet, and I don't think I ever will because I never practice. Okay, so here's the ribbon that I want to use. All the ribbon that I use has to have wire in it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my wire. I do want it to have a long tail. I'm going to scrunch it up, place it in here, and twist. And I'm twisting because I now want the top part to show, which is my green and white, okay? Again, I'm going to scrunch. Let me just see if this is the size that I want it. Yes. So I'm going to grab it, I'm going to scrunch it together, place it in here, and twist. Now I'm going to do the same on this side. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do 4 loops. I should have grabbed a couple of these guys, but I didn't think I was going to use them all. Of course, I was wrong. Now the last loop I'm not going to twist because I want it to be long. Okay. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and add, I'm not really sure if I want to add this one or not yet. I've just been going back and forth on it. I don't think so. So, okay, now that I have my wire right here, I'm going to bring my wire up. I'm going to make sure that the ends are even. I'm bringing up my bow, twisting this to the back of the bow, okay? And then I'm going to hold it down as close to the wreath, to the bow as possible, and twist my bow. Okay, I'm just going to twist it. And there it is. It's all I needed for it to just be tight. Okay, so now I'm going to move this to the side. And I'm going to place this right here. I'm going to make sure that these wires go to the very back of my wreath. I have a really big vine right here that I'm going to attach it to. Sometimes this is the tricky part, but once you get it, you're gold. All right. So I have, now I'm just going to twist it a couple of times in case I need to move it. I just need to secure it for a little bit. Okay. So this guy It's not gonna look right to you right now, guys. I can tell you that, but it will in a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna put more greenery in here. I'm just gonna make sure it's gonna fit. It is. I'm gonna cut it. All right, I'm gonna spread it apart because I want all of it to show. And I need to cut a little bit more off. These do come apart, guys, but I don't want them apart. So that's why I'm just struggling just a little bit to cut them. There we go. That should be good enough. All right, I just need to put some hot glue on it. Put it in here. Okay, that was not a good fit right there. I had my spot. There it is. All right, let's try this again. All right, here we go. Now we're going to need some more white. And I'm going to go ahead and cut them all now. I'm cutting them way at the bottom, guys, because I need to make sure that I give myself some leeway. Because once I cut it, I cannot add on to it. So I want to make sure that they're long enough, okay? And then I'm going to have space. Okay. Okay, it's starting to come together. Cut this a little bit more. Guys, this can be fun. Just don't stress out when you're making it, because it won't come out the way you want to, okay? Just let your just mind go, and your creativity just flow right out of you. Everybody's got it in them. You know, I just never thought I would work with flowers, and here you have me working with flowers. Okay, so just don't get worked up about it. And you will get burnt. You will. If you haven't already, you will. It's just a matter of time. All right. This guy is going to have to go in here. Just want to make sure that I have room for him. There's a lot of stems crisscrossing. And I want to make sure that I find a good spot. And there's my spot. So I can find out where I put it to begin with. Okay. There we go. So this is looking nice and full, guys. Now I'm going to take my longer stems and start placing them, because I want to see the look that I need to have down here. Okay. And again, cut them long, especially these, because you want to be able to have that length. And then let me see, do I want it to go out this way? Yes. So I am going to open up in here, and I'm going to slide it in here because I also want it to be hidden. All right. I just need to cut off these little teeth that it has right here, so it'll allow it to go in. All right. And make sure that you push it in, guys. Don't be scared. Unless it's something really fragile, you know, just be careful. And then I have some of these flowers that I want up here. And I want these to pop out. I've got glue everywhere, guys, and I just got my nails done. Okay, I want those flowers to go there. Okay, now I want one more greenery over here, guys, and then the rest I'm going to use down here, and I'll be fine. Yep, that's going to work out perfect. So I'm going to spread these apart again. Then I'm going to push this all the way down to the bottom. And then I'll be good. Okay, but let's make sure that we've got everything else cleared. So now this ribbon, you're like, why only those ribbon? You'll see here in a minute. Okay, we're gonna put some more white, and then we're gonna mess with the ribbon because we're gonna have to adjust it. Again, I have to make sure that I push these stems in to make sure that the other stems aren't going to block me from putting them in there. Remember, we're crisscrossing everything. Sometimes there's room, sometimes there isn't, but you just have to work with it, okay? All right, so this is where that's going to go. I just need to put some glue on it. And then we're going to place it, and that's going to be its final resting place. Alrighty. And more glue on me. Guys, this is coming out so pretty. It's just so full. I'm really happy with it. I'm going to put some more white. And I have to take this bottom one off. Uh-oh. Left my stem down there. All right. Okay, here we go. So guys, you asked why I did a long, if you're wondering why I did a long ribbon, this is why. I'm going to intertwine it into one of the stems. Okay. I think I might do it further down here. So this is what I am doing with the ribbon. So I have my bow. I wish you could, oh goodness. I'm not set up for this right, guys, but I have my bow. My ribbon is up here, the bow part of it, the loops, the 4 loops. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I have a vine right here, and I just stuck the ribbon through it, and I made another loop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a flower right here. So it's going to look like it's going above it and under it. And then this one is just going to come out through here. Okay, so I'm probably going to do another loop, or I may just let it hang out. I'm not really sure yet. Okay. So let's put more green. Oh, here it is. And let's do one more white, just to finish it off right here. Again, I'm just going in there, making sure that it's going to fit. Oops. I stuck the leaf in the glue. Okay. So this is going to hang right here, and then my green flower is going to go in there, in that little section. I so love this pan. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit more just to fill out the side. Don't forget to do your sides. It's going to look a little funny when somebody's standing on the side and they're like, where's the rest of it? Okay, so make sure that you get those sides of the wreath. Okay, and all we're doing is we're just filling in all the gaps. And I always, guys, I always make sure that I know it's gonna fit, okay? You also don't want the stem to be popping out in the back of your wreath, okay? I think I'm going to need some greenery right there. I just need a small piece. And I think this is a good one. See guys, it's not really that difficult with practice. Once you start getting the colors that you want and the ribbons and everything else, is just smooth sailing. Okay, you just don't want any gaps. You don't want people to see some of the areas, unless it's your intention to have, you know, pockets that are open, but make sure that you do cover it all, okay? So right here, I want these sections to pop out. Okay. Now this is a good area. I don't feel it coming out. Well, actually I do. Let me just cut a little bit of it off. Let me see if I have some bigger wire cutters. I have my bag that my husband bought me and put some tools in here for me. I think those are the same size. And those are smaller. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to make it work. Oh, these are a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, so let's try this again. Let's make sure that it's going to fit. Make sure that you get it in your wreath and that it's going to be covering everything that you want it to be covering. All right. Okay. Alrighty. So we got that down. Cool. It's looking awesome. Now I'm going to need some more white. And then I think I'm good. And let's put more greenery. I'll do the white here in a minute. Now, some people like to put all their base first and then go in there, but honestly, I can't do that. It just doesn't work out for me. I've tried it. I've tried other people's techniques, and you just have to find what works for you. Okay? I find that when I try to do techniques that some other people do as they do them, I can't seem to work. Okay? Because it has to be something that you feel comfortable doing. You know, there's also some metal picks that you can put at the bottom of these, but you know, for now, I think, you know, I don't need it for now, but it is out there. And what it is, it's a little metal, it's a machine that puts a little metal piece at the bottom of your stem, and that way it doesn't pull back out. And it really holds everything in place really well. But I think for now, hot glue is fine for me. All right, just a little bit more back here. I think I'm neglecting that area. And then we can move on to add some more white. The big long stems, I think I'm going to use them at the end just to kind of see where I'm at. Right now, I don't think I need them. All right. Again, make sure not to neglect your sides. All right. Add some more green. Really loving this green. Hi, Kenneth. How are you doing? Thanks for joining me. All right, so I have some more green to put in here. All right. And let's make sure that we don't neglect the sides. I can't stress it enough, guys. Let me see. I think I want some white in that spot. See how it goes, guys? Sometimes you just don't feel it and you got to do something else. And that's what I'm doing. I wasn't feeling all that green. Now I'm just placing my stems in because I want to make sure that I have room for them. I've got a lot of stems going right now. And I want to make sure that this stem is going to go in. And I think right there it will. As long as I push it in. All right, so we're good. Okay. Some stems, I'm cutting them a little bit shorter because I have other stems that are in the way, and then some of them that are much, much longer. It just depends on how much room you have, how many other stems you've got are already in there. You have too many stems, then they're going to start crisscrossing, and then at some point they're not going to allow you to go in. So just keep pushing your way through until you find a good spot, and then you're done. Okay. If you need to, go ahead and pull that ribbon out. The stem back out, and just put more glue on it and just start over again. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm almost finished, guys. Can you believe, with this white? All right. We're getting this down, guys. I think I should have 1, 2, perfect. So this section is going to go in here. Now I feel it going through the other side, so I'm going to have to cut. There we go. Spread them apart. just find my spot again. All right. So this ribbon, I'm just going to place it under this okay. I'm going to move it onto here. I'm going to go ahead and make me another bow. And put it down here at the bottom. Guys, I'm just trying to find a good vine to bring my ribbon over and out. Okay, and then the same with this side. All right, so I'm going to make me my bigger bow, and it's going to go right here. It's going to have multiple loops in it. So this is what I have so far. Now I'm still missing the longer picks that are going to be shooting out here, and then some that are shooting out this way. This is what I have so far, and when you look at it through the side, I didn't leave any of it bare, okay? And I don't know how y'all are seeing this right now, guys, but let me tell you, it looks so pretty. This is the last green that I have. I think I only bought 2 bushes. Yep. All right, so that's going to go in there. Let me go ahead and make my other bow. And I think I'm not really sure how it's going to look if I change up the bow. Let me see if I have another color. I might do some of this at the bottom instead of this guy. I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. So this is a different kind of wire. This is a mesh wire ribbon, but you still have to scrunch it and do your loops. Now I'm not going to do this really long, but I do have to scrunch it. And this one's a little tough to work with. Oops, let me do my wire. Sorry about that, guys. I get ahead of myself sometimes. Okay, so where was I? Here's the scrunch. And then I want to loop it. Okay, I want to loop it and bring it over to make a bow. Okay. Then I'm going to loop it and make another loop over here. And this is my final loop. And bring it down. And then cut. I don't have very much left. All right. So I have that. Now I have my green. And this I'm going to scrunch and twist. Scrunch and twist. And you're twisting because you want your design to come up on top. And I think I need to bring it up because I don't have enough ribbon. So I'm going to have to make it a little bit smaller. But that's okay. I don't mind being a little bit smaller on this guy. Again, make your loop. And twist. Make your loop. And twist. Make your loop. And twist. And this guy you don't have to twist because you're done. Woo! Just enough right there. All right, guys, then we're going to bring our wire. Okay. Sure we got it even. Then we're bringing up our ribbon. We're moving the wire that was up front to the back. We're getting a really good grip. Okay, you're getting so this is the front. I brought the wire to the back and you're getting a good grip right here, guys. And then you're just going to twist. You're just going to twist your wire together. Hey guys, as you come on, say hello. Let me know you're there. All right, so there we go. I'm going to bring this here. And now I'm just going to find my vine and bring it to the back. Bring the wire to the back. I'm placing it through there, through one of the vines. Then I need to find another vine to be able to push this through. This might take a second. All right. Again, we're just going to place it and twist and just to hold its spot, okay? That's all we're doing. And then just spread it apart. Get your loops. Okay. We're going to put some white, and then we're also going to do a lot of the greenery. All right. Remember, I am just trying to find, because of the vines, I'm just trying to find a good spot of where my greenery is going to go, where my flower is going to go. But I think I have a good spot right here. And just push it through, guys. Just push it through. We need a lot more greenery, and I think I'm going to use one more of these smaller stems. For the back right here, and goodness gracious, I think we'll be getting just a step closer to the finish line. So I think my mission is to have this pop out through there. So. Go. So now I'm spreading these out so that I can get more coverage. Then I just need to find a spot where to go in. I've got a lot of big vines that are crossing. And so it's giving me a harder time. All right, let's see. Where else can I place this? This is the hardest part, guys. This is absolutely the hardest part for me. once I have when I have a wreath that has really big vines. That's why when I was picking it, I have to make sure that I have a good side on it for my for all my picks to go through, except this side is woo-wee. Okay, let me see this. I think I'm gonna have to come up through the, let me see if pulling one of them down will help me. Yeah, I think this one will work, except I'll have to make sure to bend these to come forward. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, I'll figure this one out in a little bit. I need to save that one because I know that's going to go there. Okay, let me get more greenery. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. Okay, I'm going to need a little bit more of this white. To put in the bottom of it, of my wreath. Ugh, these little strands. All we're doing now is filling in all the bald spots that we have. Okay. This ribbon keeps getting attached to the bottom. That's gonna go well. Just gonna cut off just a little bit. Then I'll put it up on a stand, guys, and we'll just kind of look and see where we have any bald spots. Right here, we need to put the this green. Okay. Just need to cut a little bit of it off. Oh my gosh, I forgot where I was going to put it out. All right, looks like we're coming close to finishing up with all the big bushes. All right, and then I think our final one is coming down here at the bottom. Then we just fill in with a little bit of green. All right. So these picks right here, there are no more flowers on them, but you can still use them, okay? And the pick, oh, let me see. This doesn't have a flower anymore. The flower was right here on this little stem. So all we're going to do is we're going to cut those off, and then we're just going to be using this greenery, oops, sorry, and just placing it around our wreath for extra greenery. So don't throw these away. Okay. All right, guys, let me go get my stand. Turn this around. Okay, so this is what it's starting to look like. Okay. Well, let me pick up the camera a little bit. Okay, so there you go. Now I'm just going to finish with these longer ones and then we're done with it. But I think it's looking pretty good. I'm really happy with it. I wish you could see it in person. It does it no justice on the screen. All right, so that's what it looked like. Now, I just need to go in. Oops, you know what? We forgot one stem. Was this guy right here that was giving me trouble in this section. So the dilemma was, do I have to put it on there or can I just skip it? But guys, this is so cute that I don't want to skip it. Okay, I found a spot. Let me make sure that I know where it's at. All right, I got it. Oh, that looks great right there. Okay, awesome. Now I'm going to move all of this out of the way. I just need this section right here. I'm going to have to use these. These are cut already. Don't need any more wire. All right. So what I am need to cut are these guys. Okay. So these picks, I'm just going to randomly put them throughout the wreath, and all this is going to do is just give it some added texture. Okay, and that's all it is, just added texture. Okay. These are the little pieces that I had already cut. I just need to use them up. Just randomly placing them. No real reason as to why I'm putting it there. It's just to get rid of them. And then these guys, but let's break up some of this green. Remember, we have a lot of stems. We have a lot of everything going on. So it might be a little struggle to get some of the stems in, but it can be done. So I need to cut this a little bit lower. All right, I found a spot. Just trying to get the leaves out of the way.